see that barn burner? Let's check it out.
Won by the Los Angeles Clippers. Jay, recent years, the Clippers have added guys, rookies and otherwise, who bring that toughness factor.
And it all starts with Patrick Beverley. He missed most of last season with a meniscus issue and a microfracture in his right knee. But I got a chance to sit with him at the desk during the NBA draft on ESPN. And when the Clippers selected back-to-back Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jerome Robinson, he looked right at me in the eyes and said, oh, they're going to have to get in where they can fit in. I'm going to make sure they bring it every single day. That's the kind of tough leader you have in P-Bev.
With the flush, taking on all comers.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Missed his first. That one goes.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Shot from the lane won't go. Beverley into the down just a couple. Now Gallinari gets up there for the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverley to Tobias Harris. Block shot.
And Kyle, too, is nearly blocking 2
shots. His career mark right now sits at 63%. And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Beverley into the front court. Down a point. To Gortat. Get the count.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Williams. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Beverley to Gortat. Stuffs it down with authority.
And did you see how he used that offhand? He actually pushed off the shoulder of the defender and then slammed it through.
To Jackson. Count the basket inside.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Beverley. His first effort off the mark. Josh Jackson gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Clippers have the basketball. Beverley. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely. Think about what happened in the offseason. They traded Austin Rivers. They also lose DeAndre Jordan to free agency. But everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's his second time in his career he's been named 6th man of the year. And that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Beverley into the front court. Right now, 12 all. Pushing inside the paint on that one.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Booker's shot, no good.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
And Avery Bradley, no one in his zip code, knocks down the open three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Booker. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Danilo Gallinari. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Crawford. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Richaun Holmes. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 68%. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Beverly into the front court. Leads 3. Bradley. No, I missed a short one there.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
He's looking for that touch.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
4-3. Off the mark. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Clippers are out in front.
Nice.
Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. The shot and a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Beverly into the front court. Leads just a point. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To Crawford. And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. And the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Crawford. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Patrick Beverly, 2 of 4 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Bradley. Beverly. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
Can't miss those. Bradley to Beverly. Off the assist.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Now the Suns going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. And counted at the rim.
You know what really fascinates me about Devin Booker? Every time I see him, I almost feel like I'm watching a movie called Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Now, when I see him off the court, he's all smiles, laid back, chill demeanored, very low-key. But when I see him on the court, it's like he finds this different person, this assassin that wants to attack you and dominate you every single time he has the ball. Now, I got a chance to overhear a story of him and his coaching time in Earl Watson, and he told his head coach, I'm better than Jordan. Jordan never dropped 70 at Boston Garden. Now, we all know he's not better than Jordan, but that answer reflects his desire to be like Jordan and to be an NBA legend, and that's why he'll always succeed.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. To Tobias Harris. Trying to cash in. Avery Bradley, 3 for 3 in this first half.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Booker to Jackson. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Beverly into the front court. Leads 4. Harris to Beverly. Bradley. And the rebound taken in by the Suns. Crawford to Jackson. Josh Jackson above the rim on that.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible quickly. And if you're a guard on this team, don't worry about your playing time. Raise your hand when you get tired because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
To Beverly. Bradley to Tobias Harris. Short jumper stays out. Crawford. Almost unlucky bounce. Bradley to Gortat. Yes, Marcin Gortat. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5. Now the Suns coach gonna signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Booker valued practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Beverly into the front court. 2-point advantage. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Booker. Not that time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Booker. From long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Beverly into the front court. Leads a bucket. Bradley. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Deep three. At the goes down. A three at the buzzer. How about that end to the first half as they take the lead into the locker room? So a tie one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Suns have the lead, but not by much. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns. The Clippers aren't down by much after 2 quarters. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Steals.
We're seeing a lot of steals in this game, and it's not been one-sided. Each of the teams in this matchup have been aggressive on defense and getting some positive results.
Player of the half.
Jackson has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after 1 half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Booker with it. Leads one. Curling inside. To the basket goes Jackson, but his shot won't fall.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
The assist from number 13, Marcin Gortat.
To Booker. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul. but take it when you can get it.
Booker. To Jackson. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Has a look. Wide open look won't go. To Jackson. Free throws coming up.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Beverly into the front court. Up by 3. Bradley to Gortat. Short jumper won't go down. Mikal Bridges. Down low for Jackson. Nice pass to get things going.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there. So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in L.A. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in L.A. now. I don't know if Patrick Beverly's right on that one. And that's blocked by Booker.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
To Booker. Spinning shot won't fall.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Knocked loose. Mikal Bridges. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly to Gortat. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Booker. From the painted area, won't go down. Another shot stays out. Screen coming. The follow won't go either. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Mikal Bridges. And count the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
LA Clippers with the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Bradley to Tobias Harris. It goes down.
It's crazy to think that Tobias Harris is on his 4th team. Milwaukee, Orlando, Detroit, and now the Clippers. But he is one of the most serviceable players in the league. He can get his at any time.
Crawford. Rebound taken by Gortat. Beverly into the front court. Lead is 2. Here's a chance from long range. An example of why he's a 3-and-D guy. Mikal Bridges, tough shot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know.
Oh, and a putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Crawford. Almost, but no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To Jackson. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And Ed, I'm really eager to see how his game progresses here in year 2. The 4th overall pick in the year 2017, and he's all rookie defensive team, but his offensive game down the stretch was really on point. Averaged 19 points per game after the All-Star break.
New blood coming in for both sides. Beverly. To Bradley. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Beverly. They'll get it down low to Harold. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
God, tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Beverly to Bradley.
Pick coming left.
Beverly to Bradley. LA with 4 to shoot. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
My ball. Hey, lock up.
Crawford. Lets it fly from long range. Not easy.
Ed, when somebody's destroying you with the fundamentals of the game, we call that a clinic.
Beverly into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. That ends the 3rd quarter. The Suns have the lead. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Clippers have got it. Bradley to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over to the right side. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Now Gallinari gets up there for the block. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Fires the 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers,
Fires the 3. Can't get the bounce. To Jackson. Josh Jackson above the rim on that.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, they called the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Bradley. Misfires. It's no good. To Jackson. Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker. Good closeout. Still knocks it down.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
To Booker. Beyond the arc for 3. Ooh, he'll take that.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Bradley. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
For 3. Tough shot. Well defended. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I remember being on the set of ESPN on draft night when the Clippers got both Jerome Robinson and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And I was on the set with Patrick Beverley, and I remember asking PB, so what does this mean for your franchise that you drafted 2 guards? He looked me right in the eye in only the way PB could and said that means they have to get in where they fit in, and they have to work for everything on this team. So safe to say, Shai has all the talent in the world, but he's going to learn how to work for it.
Bradley, down low for Harris. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Phoenix as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break for the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the...
Phoenix has the ball. Mikal Bridges to Booker. And a putback slam.
A lot of players lift weights, but who cares if you lift weights if you don't use that huge upper body? Great job using that big frame.
Knocked loose, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. It'll stay Clipper basketball. Williams to Bradley. Boban can't hit it. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Here comes the screen. Bradley. No, the Suns come up with the steal. To Booker. And the basket good at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
That's blocked by Anderson. Picked up. Here we go.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Shot from in close, no good. To Booker. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
DeAndre Ayton at the line. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Gilgeous-Alexander to Gortat. Got it. Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the fans who volunteered at our recent food run. We couldn't have done it without your support. If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
Booker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first three, but that shot off the mark.
Hey, y'all gonna have to send some help over here.
Shot from the lane won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Huh, what a move. But the move never should have happened in the first place, especially if there's communication from the help side defender. You have to let that guy know which way he can force him defensively to where there's help.
Gortat to Gilgeous-Alexander. To Tobias Harris. The drive.
Oh, out there looking like the Kembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 23, Louis Williams. And number 5, Montrezl Harrell.
Into the front court, it's Booker. It's a 9-point lead. 4-3. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Including the fan favorite throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all gone.
Bradley. Can't connect. To Mikal Bridges. And he scores. Yeah, he took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Jumper's good. Deep three at the buzzer. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. It's the Suns with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. As we say, so...
The Suns added a win with today's solid victory. And more often than not, they were hitting the three when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored to the Phoenix Suns. The Clippers didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Phoenix Suns did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Los Angeles Clippers. And that does it for our post-game wrap.